Hello, this is Liz from Artist Liz on YouTube, and this is the 5th card of the Healing Heart, Letters from Your Soul and to Your Soul series that I've been doing. So this next card is called Trusting Heart, and let's see if I can get it there. It says, listen to your inner wisdom. Look in the center there. There's feet, like a baby's feet, but in the shape of a heart within the flower. Look at the light down here. All these beautiful blooms that are around. This is a new beginning, a new way of healing your heart, opening your heart, and not being so shielded and afraid to be hurt that you forget how to love, how to give someone a chance. It's depending on who you trust. Your heart learns that. And sometimes when we get hurt or we are going through a broken heart, it's all about the lessons, what we're supposed to learn in that whole process. Look at all the flickers. This might be kind of hard to see. See all these little lights? They're going all the way around and up and down and around. It's maybe there you can see them. To me, even though you may have had your heart broken, and it could be by anyone. It could be by anyone. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be fellow employees, your neighbor, anybody that you can have a type of a relationship with. Not just romantic, although that happens, of course. So this to me is learning from that experience and then opening yourself up again to it, like having that bloom. Here's baby feet, meaning new beginnings, new birth. Okay, the bloom in the middle, the outer blooms, the blooms all around. Okay, this light, even though your heart was broken, it fostered regrowth and rebirth and the light, learning, all of that, growth over here, new buds, new beginnings. Okay, so this is number 5 in this series. Trusting heart, listen to your inner wisdom. Dear heart, I know your desire to trust others fully. You want to believe that everyone connects to you from a place of purity and goodness. When you open, you shine and attract others to you. They see your light. You let them into your inner garden, a place that is sacred and delicate. This place contains many colors and feelings. The more you allow, the more colors get brighter and the feelings grow stronger. When you trust and love, you fill your soul and body with wonderful, revitalizing energy. This experience is sublime. It makes you feel connected to all humanity and divinity. At times, you may even forget that each person holds both shadow and light aspects. It's about learning who to trust, who to not trust, who to give your heart to, okay, who to open your heart to. That comes with time, with learning from experiences that we go through. So, you may ignore that people can be tempted by greed, selfishness, and power. When people, including you, my dear heart, become self-focused, they can hurt and crush others. You don't want to be a catalyst to hurting others either. as much as you don't want to be the one being hurt. You may have experienced the devastating pain of betrayal from a lover, a friend, a work colleague, or even a close family member. It may have stung so badly that you shut your heart and barricaded it with the hardest planks you could master. What if trust is something you could develop by connecting with and listening to the wisdom of your experiences, going back to the reference of learning from that, learning from the broken heart that you receive, learning from being hurt, or learning sometimes from hurting others. Okay? Okay. What if trust is something you could develop by connecting with and listening to wisdom of your experiences? Maybe you no longer need to give yourself away to a person who cannot love, honor, and cherish you. What if you could start to trust your courage to get up whenever you've been knocked down? Very important. Sometimes we've all been there where we've been knocked down, surprised by the person or people who have done that to you. Okay? It takes courage. It takes self-love to forgive, release, pick yourself up, and move forward, upward, and onward. Okay, so heart healing. Close your eyes and focus on the wisest part of your heart. If it was a person, what would she or he look like? Ask this wise you to share with the younger, more trusting what hurt you, what it needs to hear. Then imagine the wise heart holding and broken pieces of the trusting heart and healing them, bringing that back together and protecting it, but in a healed way. Observe as the wise you places this more whole heart into your chest. Thank the wiser you and allow it to merge inside your inner being, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the strength to get back up. And we learn that through this thing called life, right? Through our experiences. Again, it doesn't matter whether it was from a romantic relationship, a friendship, employee to employee, anything, any combination that you can come up with. Okay, if you trusted someone and they let you down, or they hurt you, or they didn't validate your feelings, also your feelings about what they've done. But there's times when, with what you've done to someone, have you hurt someone and not acknowledged their feelings of how they felt? So it kind of is a two-way street. So with that, learning how to recognize the people that are for your best and higher good, and choosing those people to be around, and not the people who don't cherish you, because you deserve that. You deserve respect. You deserve to be cherished. You deserve to be loved. All of those things. So if there's someone that, or people, more than one person, that is not offering you that, you might have to rethink your decisions of being connected to that, or those people, or that person, or even a situation. So that's where that strength comes in. That's where knowledge comes in, from learning from past experiences. Okay, so that's that card. So as always, I always wind up choosing some cards from another deck. And this is guide you back to your soul's magic, wisdom, and innate gifts deck. Okay. So let me see here. Okay. So the first card is a deeper world. Very pretty card. Going inward, going forward, taking a chance, moving through. Walk through that gate, the entranceway, the arc, taking a chance. Okay. Don't push or force your way through life, though. Finding the balance, even in dark times, will open your heart to the depth of compassion in everyday moments. Okay? Knowing that balance, finding that balance is what's going to make you a more complete, whole person. And wiser. Okay. Soul awakening. Okay. You are quiet, irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm, in a quiet form. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. Yeah. That card's beautiful too. Look at that. All the forms of light around, leading you down to a better and more enlightened path is what I get. Is a more enlightened path. Taking that chance, walking through again another archway, another source of light. Okay, look at all the light around this person. All the forms of light coming around. They all seem to be barefoot too. I guess closer to the earth, more grounded, but at the same time not being afraid to take that chance and walk through, even if it has to be by yourself. Okay. Like I was saying, you don't need the people in your life that are going to put you down, break your heart. Look how solemn she is, looking for the wisdom here. There's wisdom here. Okay? The colors, wisdom, questioning. That's a butterfly, actually. So transformation. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on earth is precious. Invest in it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with. Follow that innate intuition that we all have. Okay? When you see and feel something around somebody that doesn't connect to your energy or where you are, doesn't mean they're necessarily a bad person. But sometimes like the dark is attracted to the light, and I don't mean dark in like a bad way. It's just maybe that person isn't as evolved as you are in life. Doesn't mean they won't ever get there, but in that moment, ask yourself, is it worth time to invest with someone who can't see yet? okay, what they can't see yet. They're not on your vibrational level, your spiritual level. Doesn't make them a bad person. They're just not there yet. You want to navigate through life with people who make you feel more empowered yourself, who lift you up, and vice versa. Yeah. I think this person, as you can see, has been hurt and is looking, but ready to transform and transition to something lighter and brighter. And maybe couldn't have gotten there without that. I just keep hitting the word betrayal. I feel like this is connected to a woman. I'm feeling, whoever this message, I know it's for the collective and all of that, but I feel like a woman who's carrying a heavy load. I'm hearing that way, like carrying a heavy load, almost carrying like a secret that she hasn't talked to anyone really about. And I feel like doing so with someone you know you can trust will lift that burden. You know, someone who is willing to spend the time to help you see through things. Because often we blame ourselves. What did we do wrong? What did I do wrong? What did, no, it may not be you, okay? It may be that person who, for whatever their agenda is or their reasoning is to themselves, felt like they needed to do that to you or others. I don't feel like whoever this is, it's not the first person has hurt this who has hurt this woman. And I don't feel like that the person who is doing the hurting has only hurt that woman. So that's their problem. Okay? You worry about you. I'm not saying don't embrace humanity and unity and all the things I keep getting messages about. I'm saying in your one-on-one interpersonal relationships. Okay? We're not talking about the broad spectrum here. That's a different thing. So this person, I feel, will eventually separate herself from the person who has been hurting her. Okay? Don't give up. Again, trees. They're magical. Look at all this intertwined network. Trees are network. They network. What I mean by that, they send out signals through their root system to other trees, nearby trees. If there's a tree that has, some kind of, I want to say, the lack of a better term, like an illness or a virus or something that's attacking that tree, other trees around it will send nutrients, energy to try to heal that other tree. Okay? That's what humanity needs to do. When we see someone hurting, we need to take a chance and try to help them. Follow your intuition, okay? Make sure it's like someone that's not trying to just take advantage, okay? Yeah, okay, that's amazing, this card. I'm even seeing, like, in the root system here, it almost looks like faces in there on the cliffs here. It's almost like a canopy, like shielding and protecting these trees. Look how this tree is literally like on the edge, but it doesn't care. Look, it's growing and blooming and all of those things. This one too. Look what it's on. Okay? Yeah. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. Again, those times are when we learn the most and grow the most as a person, as a human being, as part of the whole universe, okay? Connected to others. Yeah. It's coming. Hope. Hope is coming. Look at the beautiful light. Look where the path is leading that person. Look at that. Not afraid. Walking in there by himself or herself. Taking a chance. But I have a feeling it's going to work out okay. The best way that's meant for that person who I'm picking up on. Whoever she is. Okay, taking that leap of faith. Walking on the ledge. Taking a chance. Okay? Hope is on the horizon. In the face of challenges, remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you, because it does. It does. Okay? Leading to the next card. Everything is here. Okay? Look at that. Look at her. It's almost like the Fool card, right? Except we don't have a dog. Look where she's on, that ledge. Does that woman look like she's scared, or does she look like she's having a time of her life? Embracing the beautiful light around her, the forest, the cliffs, not afraid, not in fear, in hope, in life, in divine light, all around her, dancing in the sun, in the moonlight, in the sunlight. Whatever light's there, she's dancing in it. Spiritual life. Her own light. She's feeling her own light. The power of that. Of embracing your own life and your own light. All together. Taking a chance. Putting yourself out there. Literally on the ledge. She's putting herself on the ledge. Okay? I don't think she jumps. That's not an easy jump, because this is just air. Okay? So I think there's something there. A little tiny branch. Okay? I don't think she's worried, because she's standing on solid ground. Okay? On spiritual ground. Yeah. Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment. Enjoy now. And be grateful for what you have. Roof over your head. Furniture to sit. Window to look out at. The sun, the trees, the birds. Other people. If you were looking to have food in your refrigerator, this is... I don't need to go there, right? Because we know what's going on right now. So, be grateful for what you have. And if you can, Share that with people who don't have or don't have much, who are hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread, but not dancing like this woman is. Celebrating life, celebrating joy. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. Okay? Share that joy with others. And it will bring this light to you. Put that beautiful, great, energetic, divine, strong, happy, power, confidence, light out there. Share it. Send it out into the universe where it can grow and expand and reach others. Okay? The door is open. What are you waiting for? Do it now. Do it now. Pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. Shifting of energy. Shifting your focus. Building that unity. Helping a neighbor. I always say this. Hug a tree. Pet a puppy. Listen to the purr of a kitten. Listen to the birds chirping. If you're lucky enough to see dragonflies, hummingbirds. You see a hummingbird up close and you can hear the there's nothing like that. I've experienced that. Lots of people have. That's divine. Okay? Pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Again, light sources, orbs, stars, beautiful light. Look at the light coming through there. Look at that. The magical. Here's a tree embracing, hand open to help. Okay? Trust, believe, imagine, match the energy, that positive energy. Every day, even through tears. Make the tears worthwhile. Okay? Learn from those tears. Grow from it. Help others. Energetic pull. Look at that. Divine light. Beaming through the trees. Look at all the little lights coming through the speckles, coming through the little star sunlight beaming out the rays. Okay? A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Yeah. She doesn't look afraid to me. She looks willing to embrace that divine light, the energy, She wants to learn. She wants to grow as a spiritual being. She wants to grow energetically. Out in the woods by herself. She's brave. She knows the universe is protecting her, watching over her, guiding her. So back to that woman I keep feeling. Timing. If you feel the need to get away, plan. Timing. Take action. Yes, feel the pull. You'll know when the time is right. And where there is hope, where there is hope, don't believe that past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons. A hopeful heart never gives up. Use that energy for good. Use that pain that you suffered going back to the heart. Series that I've been reading. Use that as energy to heal yourself, recover, take a minute if you need to, and then move forward. Forgive, release. You don't need it. Okay? You don't need that energy. You are evolving. You are leaving the disappointments, the betrayal, the heartache in the past. You're not letting it defeat you. You're not letting it stop you with your plans in life, with your journey. This girl is just chilling in the sun, in the woods. This tree, this big tree is like a protector, shielding her from harm and letting the light come through. Look at her edges of her hair. She's feeling, picture yourself sitting in the sun like that. Close your eyes and feel the warmth. Take that breath and feel the warmth on your face. Listen to the birds, to the creatures in the forest, even the little birds, the little bugs even. Not the ones that like to fly up your nose. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, that's happened to me. A stink bug when I was 12 flew up my nose. If anyone has ever had an interaction with a stink bug, whew, they have a powder on their wings inside your nose. It sticks to your nose inside. And they say stink bugs for a reason. So get rid of the stink bugs in your life. You could use that as a metaphor. Get rid of the stink bugs in your life. True success grows from lessons. Okay? A hopeful heart never gives up. You may have to take a seat for a minute, sit in the sun, healing light, protection, and then you get up and keep moving. And feel the spark of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair in your lives. a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends on. Your journey is your journey, no matter what happens on the way. Okay? Build that warm fire. I know he's not burning the tree. Look at all the lights, orbs, celestial, angelic, all around. The tree, life itself, the tree, the life, the tree of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in your lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon. Don't let anyone ever get in your way of what you know you are supposed to do in this lifetime. Okay? We all have a purpose here. We are all here for a reason. We are all here at this time. And this timeline for a reason, for changes to happen. We are part of that. Okay? Authenticity attracts. Be yourself. Be authentic. You are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of attracting beautiful people, beautiful energy. Okay? Your life is worthy. Your heart is worthy of love and protection. Okay? Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. Going back, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, feel that energy. If it doesn't feel right, don't fight it. Move on. Okay. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. I had to learn that lesson recently. Yeah. I'm human. Happens to me too. Happens to all of us. What is it that you do with it though? That's what makes the difference. Okay? That's what makes the difference. And what comes from that? Final card, a new chapter. Again, if people have been looking at my videos, this same symbol, divine, spiritual, celestial, angelic. What an amazing tree. Portal. Learning. Growing. This, it's hard to see, but it almost looks like a body. Like here's the head, here's the arm coming over, resting over the chest. Knee, leg, feet. The roots, feet. Stay grounded. Okay? Stay grounded. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit the next phase of your life even better. Okay? Even better. What I just went through, what millions of people go through, I'm not the only one. I'm on a better path now. That door, new beginnings, new chapters have opened up. I have more wisdom now because of it. I have knowledge in knowing what to look for. Knowledge and bravery of protecting myself, of loving myself. To not be around people or situations or things, whatever it is, that don't bring me my highest good. What are you holding on to them for? Let it go. Let them go. Let them deal with that. You don't need that. There was a movie, I think Tyler Perry. It was titled, You Can Do Bad by Yourself. You don't need to invite others. And it doesn't mean you're going to do bad either. But the point is, we don't need help in that area. Okay? So sometimes life throws enough at us already. We don't need to have people that are going to bring that to us. We don't need it. Learn to recognize. You have the power to let go of that, to not let it in your life. Pay attention. Listen. Look for the red flags, as they say. Follow your energy. What is it saying to you when you meet somebody that's a little suspect, that doesn't quite align, that doesn't make you feel like that's a connection? Energetically, spiritually, sometimes physically, with what you have planned for your life, your journey. Okay? If that person, thing, whatever, situation, job, doesn't feel right, let it go. Move on. Find what does feel right. What does match your energy. What's going to help you lift up, you lift them up, okay? Together you lift up. Support. That's what you want in your life. Genuine support. Without agendas. Without, what can I get from that person? Oh, look. Let me use that. Nope. You can do bad by yourself. You don't need help. I'm not saying you're going to do bad by yourself or to do bad by yourself. I'm just giving you an example. Okay? The title of that movie popped into my head, so. Okay. So let me see if there's any parting message here. Sometimes you get the crazy, what seems like crazy things. You're like, I'm not saying that. But, taking a little side road here. But it's the message I'm getting. Just give me a second. Whew. My fellow Americans, the end is near. They're showing me a car, and you're in the car collectively. We're driving through this time period of what's going on, especially now. That's what this is about now, or what we've been going through for the past 11 years from you know who. Again, like that card, this card here, new chapter. You see this? It could be even a tunnel. What I'm seeing is, what they're showing me, it looks like an old ass Buick, like a light powder blue Buick 50s era, I think, that type of, they were huge. They were like fruit, almost cursed. They were like tanks. And anyway, it's going through this like portal, tunnel, whatever you want to call it, new era. I'm getting. The time is near. It's coming to an end. They're showing me speed bumps. Might be speed bumpy toward the end, but then poof. Smooth sailing. Sunlight. I see the car going into sunlight. And the car changes. It's a convertible ragtop. I'm aging myself. I turned 64 yesterday. I'm aging myself. Anyway, it's going through that tunnel-like thing. Archway. Going through there. All of a sudden, sun. Warm sun. A big sigh of relief. A collective sigh of relief. Heard around the world. Felt around the world. Like, I feel like everybody's like this right now. But when you take that deep breath in, when I see going through that tunnel, I'm going to call it that because that's what they're saying. And that sunlight hits our faces. Everything opens up. New beginnings. A new chapter. Okay? A new chapter. Look at the sunlight in there, beaming here. Even light over here. Light reflecting on this person tree. I know it's roots, but it sure does look like a body. Gonna awaken. It's gonna awaken. Come back to life. We're gonna come back to life. A newer, better life. Warmth. Sunlight. Sunshine. The waves of the ocean hitting the shore. That beautiful water hitting our bare feet. The water bubbling through your toes. Life. That's what they're showing me. So hang in there, because those speed bumps, can't avoid them. It's like they're all the way across the road. There's no way to get around them but through them. Put your seatbelt on. Prepare. But remember that beautiful sunlight. That's where we're going. That's where we will be. That's where this is a new chapter. That's where this is, where there is hope. The door is open. Okay? It's coming. Most important, don't give up. Everything is here. You're this chick sitting on the edge of that darn cliff, dancing, 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 and all that beautiful, glorious, divine, otherworldly, galactic, angelic, spiritual sunlight. We will dance again. Have faith, hope, belief, trust. Believe in yourselves. Okay? Alrighty. And to whoever that woman I was picking up on, hang in there. That's going to shift for the better for you. Be strong. Wait for the moment. Take action. Move past that situation you're living in. Believe. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Breathe. Okay. Take care. Bye.